Hello, monsters abound here. I like strategy games because it lets me order tiny people around like I can't do in real life. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 19 of my Malekith campaign.
Cruelty and violence.
How are you doing, Felicion? I know turning your family into a neat new magic weapon for... Did we give it to Raquel? Where's Raquel? Down here.
Tyrant of
Raquel, have you got it? Yes. Yep, so we turned your family into a neat magic item for Raquel. Might seem a bit extreme, but see it from Raquel's point of view. That is a bitching new arrow he's got there. You did kind of bring it on yourself by being a Dark Elf as well. Look on the bright side. Next time, we might get to mince Raquel's family and get a nice hat for you or something. There's always a silver lining there. Anyway, it's fine. She'll get over it. It's, you know, it's a little bit raw right now, but she will be fine. Malekith is hunting down the last of the Aghol over there. I am going to kill Clarkarond. I know someone said don't attack them, but they will. I know for a fact the AI... Well, how do they feel about me? Yeah, they will attack me. As soon as they have the chance, they will murder me. So I think it's just best to kill them first. At the same time, I'm not particularly worried about holding Hexotl and the ancient city of Quintex against the High Elves. I don't think that's going to be a problem. And to be honest, the rest of the settlements, not so much of a big deal if we lose them. So I think we can hold on to those. We can then deal with Clarkarond and then head south to assist. I mean, we might lose Hag Hall, but I think Vol's Anvil should be fine. Do I want...
Unlikely.
We are besieged.
Okay, so maybe what I want to do actually is I don't want all these guys because you're kind of garrison command. So maybe some Black Ark Corsairs. I think I quite like that. We'll do that. At the same time, we need to move you down. We're going to hit Carond Car. I'm not too bothered. Shakara, you're getting rid of some of this chaos corruption. It is dropping, so that's fine. Public order is generally okay all over the place. Who hasn't moved? Shakara, yeah, I knew about that. Mitara, you can stay there. Selveth, you can stay there. And done! Scene. Looking forward to trying out Raquel's new thing. Okay, you're attacking Hag Hall, but it's not that actually powerful an army, and you know what? I think we can win this. Defending Hag Hall from Lothran. Pretty much as far north as I want Lothran to get. So it'd be nice if we could protect the city. We've got lots of our Dark Shards, along with some Shades on the left portion of the wall. We've got our Blackguard holding the right, along with our War Hydra. Some reinforcements coming in from the... what's that? Southwest corner? Southwest corner, there we go. Our cavalry is moving out. I'm going to try and sweep round and deal with the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower, but I am going to get intercepted by some Illyrian Reavers, who are actually slightly slower than us, but somehow managed to catch us all the same. We've managed to take down one of their tower, which just leaves one tower remaining. And the units in range of our Dark Shells are getting torn to shreds. Over here we have engaged the Illyrian Reavers to try and give this unit time. If we can just take out this Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower, put it down, break it. We are doing some damage. We are going to get charged by the Silver Helms. These rams not going to reach the wall. They're going to take a lot of damage and eventually flee. However, this siege tower has reached the wall, and we do have a Lawmaster of Hoeth coming up. We've engaged the spearmen that were pushing the siege tower. In comes the Lawmaster. We're getting some more of our We'll get some Black Ark Corsairs up here to assist. There's an Eagle getting shot to pieces up here. And we've got a... Is that a light mage? No, a princess, sorry. Princess moving in. Some archers here. Thankfully, they are moving into range of our Dark Shards. And our tower, of course. They shouldn't last long. Units pushing the ram have been broken, now fleeing off into distance, reinforcements moving in. They look like they're heading towards the left portion of my flank, so these units over here might be surplus to requirements. We might bring them back around. Harpies. I'm just going to keep the Harpies in reserve just in case. However, there is an Eagle here which they're going to try and mob. Yeah, they're not doing a very good job. Harpies not great against Great Eagles, apparently. These High Elves are doing quite well against my Black Ark Corsairs. They've almost they've broken one. They've also broken the Death Hag. So we're having to drag some more Bleak Swords and Dread Spears over to lock them down. I am trying to open fire on their rear with these crossbows, Dark Shards. Reinforcements still moving in. They are just slowly meandering. That works for me. We have managed to break most of these units on the wall. However, I've decided that actually I'm probably not going to defend this portion over here, so I'm moving the Black Guard and the War Hydra over to defend the main gate. More units coming up onto the wall. We've now got Lawmaster of Hoeth, the Princess is there, and also some Lothran Sea Guard. I don't really have an answer to these characters. I've lost my own Death Hag. I've only got a Sorceress. She's probably not going to be particularly useful against them. So I'm just going to have to keep throwing people at the heroes and hope eventually that they break. It's like the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower did break and has returned, but hasn't decided to reman. Oh, was it destroyed? Oh, I think all their bolt throwers were destroyed. Ah, his Alistair, the White Lion, is coming up now. He's got a long way to walk, hasn't he? Got some Alarian Reavers. Tried to break through the wall, but our spears go out to meet them, and then they get shot to pieces by crossbows. Alistair is running a gauntlet of bolts and crossbows to get to the wall. He is taking a little bit of damage, not as much as I would like though. We're still holding the wall. We've got some Black Guard here, held in reserve just in case we do need them. Going to move them up now, throw them into the melee. Got some Silver Helms trying to rush the gate. They are not doing particularly well. They're not going to do particularly well against the gate either, so... We do have another bolt thrower that is opening fire on our wall. That's less than good. However, we do have the upper hand in my opinion. The Black Guard over here will hold this. In fact, I think the Black Guard are actually doing pretty well against these heroes. And we do have a second unit ready to go. We've also got the Hydra and the Harpies held in reserve. And the number of units they have is dwindling. They're bringing in some Alarian Reavers to try the same thing as the Silver Helms. That's going to get the same result, guys. Yep. They still have some spearmen. They've also got a couple of units of archers, one Lothran Sea Guard, one archer, and some Tyrannok chariots. They've also got a light mage heading up towards the siege tower. However, this battle is turning in our favour. The Blackguard turning the tide.
Die, Asor, as you say. Vengeance!
That mage is taking a lot of damage from crossbows. Still holding the wall. We've got some spearmen trying to counter. Again, they're just getting shot to pieces.
Look out! Enemy spells!
Princess has finally broken. She's making a run for it. The light mage finally gets to the wall, but then immediately breaks. Lawmaster's breaking as well. Just Alistair standing firm. I mean, the Lawmaster has managed to kill 80, so it's pretty good. We are trying to get the Harpies to engage the Bolt Thrower, but unfortunately they're just taking a lot of damage as they try and reach it. And now they're taking fire from the archers as well. To be honest, I'm not massively concerned about that. If the more they fire at them, the less they fire at our other more important units. The Bolt Thrower is almost run out of ammunition anyway. And it's waste. Yeah, so they break, but they waste a lot of ammo trying to kill them. So I'll take that as a win. Looks like the chariots are hitting the gates now and actually doing considerable damage to it. Somehow. The Hydra is eating the princess. Down she goes, and our gates are destroyed by the sodding chariots of all things. They then proceed to engage my dread spears.
Our resolve is failing.
And I wasn't actually paying attention to this. They break and flee out of the city. Kind of. But then decide to actually flee into the city instead. Which is really annoying. Same time, the War Hydra has killed the Princess and the Light Mage. Lawmaster of Hoth is trying to retreat as well. We're sending him after that. Alistair has also broken. We're trying to chase him down. However, the archers are heading towards the wall along with the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower crew. Because they've run out of bolts, they're now charging the wall by themselves. The chariots then manage to recover. Hydra's chasing down that Lawmaster. Alistair was also being hunted by the Blackguard, although he is getting away. He's just a little bit nippier. Anyway, the chariots manage to rally and then decide to go straight for my city centre. Same time, the War Hydra has decided to try and eat Alistair instead, and I haven't yet noticed this. The Bolt Thrower crew are approaching the wall, but I'm not really I know it's very brave, I'll give them that, but I mean, does a Bolt Thrower crew really think they're going to be able to take the city by themselves? Alistair gets punted. And then slammed into a building. And again. Basically, he's going to get eaten. The chariot's still sitting on my city centre. Haven't noticed yet. Bolt throw crew get onto the wall and immediately break. And apparently can retreat off the wall. I didn't realise that. I think maybe once they're actually on, I think once they're on the siege tower, they can retreat. But if they're on the wall, they can't get back onto the siege tower. So anyway, the Black Guard makes short work of the bolt thrower crew that managed to reach the wall. Alistair got eaten by the War Hydra. And it's around this point that I suddenly realised that, oh, the chariots. Fortunately, for whatever reason, even once they've actually taken the plaza, it doesn't start. I think it's because they had so few units remaining that the chariot broke as soon as the War Hydra got anywhere near them. So we have managed to hold on to Hag Hall, despite the really annoying behaviour from the chariot. Right, well, it's a Pyrrhic victory, but it was a victory. And we killed quite a lot of them. And got some slaves as well. Do I want slaves or do I want... Murdering the captives might be not... Ah, well, enslave. So we killed a lot of their heroes. And they will need to replenish. And I think Morathi can catch him. Oh, well, that's not a big deal. Although it would be nice if the beastmen buggered off. Okay, Ziggurat of Dawn is under siege. Yes, that's... it's not fine, but it's a thing. Sacrifice to Cain. We've killed lots of people. And we can kill this one.
Back. Revenge awaits.
Let's take the slaves. Morathi is a superior attacker. She's got a scroll of shielding. And Tressa's got an overseer. And we killed even more high elves. Right, we might be able to reinforce Ziggurat of Dawn. If it falls... I'm not particularly bothered. I'm not going to lose any sleep over that.
Misguided.
Hag Hall. We could call that, I'll sort of like... Well... No, that should be okay. That should be right. Right. Are we going to get attrition here? No. Let's hop out. There we go. Oh, what I did want to do was... sacrifice to Mathlan. So we can get a Black Arc. Can we get a Black Arc here? Yes, we can. It's going to take attrition, but that's okay. And we're actually in range for some replenishment. Let's do some raiding. Just some light general raiding in the area. And I think we can finally... wipe out these losers. Right, so they've got a fairly big army, but we've got Malekith, so it's not really much of a competition. Attack. We've got a lovely view of the hundreds of marauders heading in this direction. I hadn't quite realised how many of them there were. There's a lot. Yeah, we're kind of outnumbered 2-1. So, I mean, that could be better. Hagrid's going to try and drop a flaming vortex. Yeah, apparently that is all we got. It wasn't particularly effective. Malekith going to breathe some stuff all over these trolls. That did a little bit. To be honest, this attack on their flanking force was pretty bad. In fact, this battle in general is not one of my finer moments, in my opinion. But still, Malekith's going to come down, try and deal with these Chaos Trolls and this Chaos Lord. The enemy is swift approaching. Say, there's quite a few of them. At least we've got a commanding position. Which is just as well, really. So Malekith is currently stuck in combat with a whole bunch of units, which is probably not for the best. I mean, he has racked up a few old kills, but we probably need to get him out of there. Thankfully, he's on a dragon, so it's actually pretty easy to pull him out. We're being flanked by Hounds of Pestilence. You know how much I love Hounds of Pestilence. Crossbow bolt now firing, but this angle is not particularly great. I probably would have been better positioning the... Well, I don't know. To be honest, I probably would have been better on the flat. Never mind. I mean, at least charging uphill is not going to help them very much. Oh, there. Oh. That stings. Hag Green has rejoined the main force, as has Malekith. Here he comes.
The enemy casts spells! Enemy mages!
Now, unfortunately, I do get a little bit premature here. Drop a premature burning head. As I say, not one of my finer moments. We do hit quite a few units, you know, burn through quite a few there, but these units were not yet engaged, and so we miss a lot of them. It does carve through this little on the right flank here, so I mean it's not all bad, but it's not as good as it could have been. Malekith is embroiled in combat on the right flank here. We are losing on the right. These dread spears are taking a lot of damage. There's some bloody Hounds of Pestilence there. We're going to try and deal with them right in amongst the Dark Shards. Less than ideal. The Reaper Bolt Throwers doing absolutely nothing but milling around because they can't see anything. Fortunately for me, the Black Guard are just standing firm against everything. Oh. Thought it was a burning bolts, but it was a fireball. Hag Green's killed 187 so far. Malekith only up to 52. Let's rectify that, Malekith. Because there's a nice big blob here, isn't there? Yes, there is. Yep. That'll do it. 181 kills. Yep, that'll do it. And give him a good old charge now. Nice. We've got trolls and chariots on our right flank. Our right flank's pretty much evaporated. Dark Shard's the only thing holding it now. The left flank is pretty much similar, but we do have some Blackguard in the centre, and they are holding against everything, so good job, guys. However, on this left flank, as you can see, chariots and trolls and Hounds of Pestilence. Yeah, the Dread Spears are broken, they're gone. Hag Green, high above, is trying to use every ounce of Winds of Magic she can get her hands on. Out goes another fireball. Yeah, that racks up a few more kills. Malekith is basically the only thing holding the right flank. At least he's doing pretty well. But he's taking a lot of damage from these marauders with throwing axes. So we're going to concentrate our crossbows on these guys, take them down. As you can see, if we concentrate fire, we really do take them down really quickly. Malekith should be fine against these trolls and stuff. It's just those guys who are a problem. Got some bleak swords and dread spears fighting these Chaos Marauders. Though, looking at it, the Chaos Marauders are being thinned out. If we can just deal with these Hounds of Pestilence. It's a nice big blob over here. These units around on the right flank have been broken by Malekith, and the Black Guard have moved in to support. Dark Shards being pulled back into position so we can try and finish off some of these units that are fleeing.
They shall suffer.
Malekith is spotted this nice big blob over here. He still has one breath to use, and Hag is going to come and deal with these Chaos Trolls along with some support from the Blackguard. In comes the breath. Yeah, that does a lot of damage. Malekith up to 300 kills now. Blackguard lending some support to poor Hag, who's being punched in the face by trolls. She won't enjoy that. And being covered in acid is not the best. That's not the kind of heat she likes. Unfortunately, the Blackguard very quickly break those trolls. And we're going to deal with those Chaos Marauders. Most of the Marauder forces now fleeing into the distance. And the few that are still fighting being dealt with by the Blackguard. Some units try and come back but take a face full of crossbow bolts. And then break. One gets in, but then runs away. And Malekith spots the Marauder leaders and decides to chase them down and finish them off. We've managed to eke out a victory. Just. We lost over half our force to do it.
Glorious carnage.
Literally, some of my men survived that battle. That was a stunning victory. So, good. Might need some more men, though. That's okay. This kind of thing happens from time to time. Right, okay, so we're going to loot and occupy.
My powers are growing.
I am the Witch King.
There we go, see? We've got a Tomb of Furion. The sky opens and a bolt of burning pure chaos, black lightning hurtles towards the foe. That's quite nice. Okay, so that's basically Dubry What's-It. You get 2 of them. That's good. Love that. So, Hag has got a skill point, and I wasn't massively impressed with Flamestorm, but I probably didn't use it in the right place. So, let's go for Ward of Hakati. And rather than the Scroll of Power, I think I kind of want you to have that. Is it enchanted item? Talisman? Must be an arcane item. Did I just... Oh, there we go. Yeah, there we go. We'll have that one. We don't have anyone else we can give you. That's okay. You will go... You are going to be fine. So we lost one of those. And 2 of those. And Carl Hilmerson, who is apparently a troll, is just going to die in the wastes, as is tradition.
Master of cruelty.
What I do want to get, though...
A novel prospect.
Yeah, I'll be fine. Get some of them. Okay, now I do want to declare war on Clarkaron, and it does kind of feel like this is the best... oh, well. War Hydras. I like a War Hydra.
I admire your darkness.
I'd quite like a dragon as well. Let's get a couple of bolt throws. And we're currently raiding there, but next turn we are going to hit Karond Kar. Now that will mean that they will attack us, but I'm okay with that. I think we're in a pretty good place. We should be able to take Karond Kar, Slaver's Point, and Black Light Tower quite quickly, and then we can clean up the rest of this. No problem. Chaos Corruption here is going to be pretty bad, but we can get rid of that. I'll keep that there. Dark Elf Harbour's always good. We've got a Public Order building. Altar of Cain will probably come in useful. So we'll do that. Right, down here, Morathi. Tressa has got a skill point. Replenish troops is probably going to be pretty useful. But you can get... Okay, what have you got? You've got 5 of them. That's fine. You could get a shade. Do I want a shade? You know what? Get some more bleak swords just to fill out your army, because you've got quite a few Black Ark Corsairs there. Otherwise, I'm fairly happy with that. Mitra, you can get Cleanse Corruption because Morathi's spreading her STDs everywhere. Felicion, you are raiding. Zoram, you're going to assault these guys. Good job.
Malicious and cruel.
No particular reason, just wanted to do it. You have Manbane as well.
Do not
You've only got 4 trolls.
Speaker of secrets.
Shakara, you're staying there. Mitra, you're staying there. Deadwood. Could upgrade. Not going to, though. Nadraxus. Going to assault the garrison. Keep doing that. Deliberately callous. Better to be cruel just for sake of it than hold insincere notions of kindness. Yep. Not only do you kill the garrison, you're also really mean to them as well. Let's give you... You've pretty much all got that blue skill line. I'm fairly happy with all that. Deadeye. Selveth, you're not doing anything. Road of Skulls. Not... Oh, well, we could upgrade that. And let's get the road as well. Got Recruiter. Hulalian. 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 I don't even care. They're probably going to come back with more. That's not... Oh, Clan Nor have been killed. Have they been killed or have they just lost us? I think they've lost their settlement. There's those beastmen. I wonder if I can get the beastmen to declare war on the High Elves. That would be useful. Oh right, I'm at war with those guys, aren't I? I'd forgotten about that. Oh, you're back. Die?
My power grows.
Lost a Ziggurat of Dawn. Not particularly worried about that. Let's finish him off. We're going to... Yeah, we'll get 2 slaves. And the Aghol are finally defeated. Ugh.
The people grow restless.
That feels good. That feels very good. Let's get a growth building there. I kind of want to see what's going on over here. So, Zoram, can you just pop into that icy cold sea for me? That'd be grand.
A vile plan.
Let's move you down
Anchors
here.
away.
And we'll set up a Dread expansion. Assault the garrison again. Good job.
Dreadlord, at your command.
And we're going to declare war.
For Cain! Withdraw!
Can we also resolve that, can you? Oh, it's because we got the Hydras. Well, to be honest, it looks like it's going to be pretty easy, so I'll just auto-resolve it.
I have brought them
Let's just occupy.
power, dark and violent.
Lovely
Hateful
job.
bidding.
Right, so we're going to head straight for Slaver's Point with Moransty.
What awaits me?
Nadraxis, you're going to head down here as well. Public order is probably a bit garbage. Let's get rid of that and we'll get a public order building in there. To be honest, having Malekith down here would probably be quite nice. But the thing is, because I've got the ancient city of Quintex and that special building, whatever it is, the labyrinth, public order from corruption is actually negligible. So maybe we should get Shakara and
Cruel purpose. Hag of
Selveth down here.
Malicious deeds await.
My cruelty knows
Malekith has a skill point anyway, so let's pop that in. We could go for stand or die. I mean, I'd quite like to give him more melee defense. He's level 35. I suppose having Arcane Conduit would be really nice. Because 2 of those. Okay, so let's get Doombolt. And let's get Power Drain. And the next we'll take Arcane Conduit. Or do I want Gaze of Malice? If it looks good, kill. Oh wait, it turns out they can. So it's like a breath attack, which would be really. I mean, that would really. Yeah, okay. We'll get Gaze of Malice. I think I do want Arcane Conduit because having 2 Arcane Conduits really boosts your mana reserves, and as we know, mana means killing, so that's always useful. Okay, so we've got right. So these guys are headed for Malekith's army because Malekith is going on. I've decided Malekith is going on holiday. He's not going to deal with the High Elves. He's done that before. He's done all that. He's been there. He's done it before. He's like 10 times. He goes. He invades Ulthuan. He gets kicked off. By now, it's just boring. But what he hasn't done is gone on a lovely holiday to Norsca and murdered a bunch of people. So that's what he's going to do. So we are going to get Hylalian. Hylalian? Hulalian is I've decided that's what we call her. Hulalian is going to go after ferry some units over to Malekith. And once Malekith is healed up, he's probably going to just go across here and just start killing more marauders because he enjoys that.
Be quick.
Felicion, what loyalty are you on? 7? She's killing her family. Didn't phase her. Okay, so she's level 5. Let's go for... I mean, Sheath Master is just always good. Because your Dark Shards, some of the best units in the game, well worth always having some Dark Shards. We're getting the Slave Gate. That's good. Definitely want that. Let's upgrade that. I'm a little bit worried about the Circle of Destruction. Might get attacked. But be alright. Be fine. Add Morathi. You know what you could do is you could go over here and lay a little ambush.
Into the shadows. Noxious potions.
Can you could hinder the replenishment. That's probably not really going to help very much. So we won't bother with that. And the other army is over here. Just holding the ancient city for us. Let's get the fighting pits for some more public order. Not that we really need it. Nadraxus has got a skill point. We're going to pop that in Deadeye. I'm half tempted to pop him in an army. Shakara has got a skill point. Let's go with Specialist. Not doing that. Yes, I will upgrade that. We'll get, more money is good. We'll get the roads as well. Oh yeah, I meant to have a chat with the Beastmen, didn't I? See if I can get them to declare war on the High Elves for me. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh. Mind you, I don't think we'll have reinforcements from the city. Okay, that's fine, because Clarkorond will now have upgraded defences. Rakal has got... what's he got? Yep, got something. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. Doesn't care. An instrument of war, though. Muscle, flesh and skeleton that binds them can be finely tuned for maximum violence. Good. And we were going to get campaign movement range. Yes. Because that's always good. Yes, so we got the walls. We'll upgrade the walls there.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
We should be at Mandraxis is going to
Dark
move
Lord,
down. We don't
enacting my dark desires.
need to march. We can
Cruel
reach
and
that.
savage. Destruction
Yeah, we'll just
lies
auto resolve that.
beyond.
Should be fine. Let's just
Power,
occupy.
dark and violent.
Rusty is a confident attacker. Of course she is.
Speak.
Okay, public order is still pretty
Bloodshed
good.
becomes
It's
me.
gonna. It's not too bad.
I approve
Right.
of these
Let's
dark
move the
deeds.
arc down to back us up, so we can get down this straight
What?
here. Moransti's got a skill point. I think, yeah, we're going to go Line Breaker, buff up her bog standard troops. Galadriel is going to take. I quite like the flaming sword of ruin. It's a nice one to have. Carond Car. Oh yes, we can get the slave traders' palaces. Income from slave pens and slave markets plus 30% all regions in this province. So this province is a really good one to buff up with lots of slaves. But for the moment we're going to get torture pens. And we don't get any replenishment from that.
Dark servant.
That's okay. I would like to see more about what's going on over here. But in the meantime... oh, you're already at war with the High Elves. Oh, in that case... oh, you know what? I don't really need your help against those guys, so I'm fine with that. You can carry on southward, deal with those. Do I want to head after these guys? What have they got? Bunch of skinks, bunch of Saurus.
Phoenix Queen.
Nothing there that I'm particularly concerned about, to be honest. And a Slam Mage Priest.
Of the Druki.
Oh, I reckon we can easily...
Volcane.
Yeah, this looks well within our capabilities, but let's fight it. Because I haven't fought lizard men before in this campaign.
Morathi commands you. Fight.
Morathi is going to deal with these lizard men. It's nice to have Morathi back. Is this the second episode in a row we've had a Morathi battle? Very exciting. Going to drop a Morathi's Flaming Sword of Ruin. That's going to beef up their missile damage. Going to drop a Shadows of Anlek as well. That's going to do a lot of damage. A lot of these Saurus don't have shields, so they're going to be pretty much. They're going to take a lot of damage from our crossbows as they move into position. Hydra doing amazing work there. 113 kills. We've got Steven Seagals on the right flank here. He's trying to deal with the Slam Mage Priest. Pick him off. We've also got some Dark Riders hid over on the right flank. Lizard men have engaged now. Morathi flying high above. Gets caught in a Tempest, but manages to drop a Pit of Shades on top of these Saurus Spears to slow their charge on these Bleak Swords. However, that Wind Blast is very punishing. Hydra's charges in on the right flank, as do a whole bunch of our Dark Riders. Shadow of Amalek going through them as well. Steven Seagal still trying to get a clean shot. He's lining it up, but this Slam Mage Priest is slippery. Morathi's dropping a Morathi Soul Blight, that's reduction in armour and weapon damage. We're now fully embroiled in combat all the way along the front line. Morathi's getting stuck in as well. This left flank took a lot of damage from that wind blast, so she's got to throw herself in. But she can handle herself.
At my command.
Another Pit of Shades going off there. That's going to basically wreck the Lizard Man's centre. Steven Seagal still trying to get that Slam Mage Priest. Not doing very well. However, he is now right next to the crossbows. That's probably a bad idea, guy. Yeah, he's now broken and routing. Not massively surprising, to be honest. Our Dark Riders did not do particularly well during their charge. They mostly got devoured and eaten by Saurus. Never mind. Most of these units broken but not shattered, so we're going to put up a new front line here and bring up the Dark Shards so that we can open fire on any returning units while the Dark Riders try and finish off these last few skink cohorts.
Let hatred fly. I go.
There's Tressa. She's taken quite a bit of damage during the fighting, but she did manage to kill 11. It's not really that good, is it? Steven Seagal's only killed 7, but he was concentrating on the Slam Mage Priest, who has managed to get away, Steven. Not very impressive. These chameleons trying to come back to the fight. That's probably not a great idea, guys. And the last few units decide to break and not return. Morathi wins again.
New toys. Delightful.
Delightful indeed. We've got oh, did we? Oh yes, we lost a unit. Well, we lost. No, we only lost one. Let's give the Razor Standard to you.
Remember the clemency of Morathi. The dark grows stronger.
Got an Iron Curse icon. Morathi is brave.
I watch from the shadows.
Let's hop back in here. I might switch out. Well, let's get some shades. And Steven Seagal's here's going to get Piercing Shot. And Morathi. Goodness. So this has got some change. It's still Faith. Overhaul does give Morathi some new skills, including some new spells, which does make, because Morathi's spell choices to start off with in the base game are a little bit disappointing, to be fair. But she gets a whole bunch of different ones now. However, I definitely think we want to get Absolute Devotion, because that reduces our upkeep by 30%. Which is pretty good. Oh, mind you, magic item drop chance 10% all characters. Now let's get Absolute Devotion, because it's going to save us a lot of money. Which is going to be very nice. Okay, so the Beastmen are heading south. That's good. We are, I mean, we've already taken 2 settlements from Clarkaron. We haven't found their main army yet, and I would like to see if I could spot that. But we don't have any heroes to recruit here, unfortunately. One more turn and I can get Raquel to move north to the Venom Glade. Do I want that, or do I want... Let's get some Dark Riders with shields just to harass. They can always chase down units that are broken. That should be fine. But we are going to hit them from both angles. I don't think wiping them out is going to be difficult. I think it's going to be fairly straightforward. And as soon as Malekith is ready to go, we are going to head over to Nausicaa and deal with them. Zoram, you can go and have a look-see. Anything interesting? No. That's okay. Let's get the Dark Elf residences there. Nothing here I particularly want right away. Could get the slave pens. May as well. We don't really have any slaves. Where are we getting slaves, in fact? We're getting slaves, the Broken Lands and the Iron Mountains. Well, that's perfect, because Iron Mountains is our capital. So that's where we've got all the slave building. And the Broken Lands is this place over here, where we're going to get a lot of slave pens and get slaves funneled in here, because that's going to give us a lot of cash, which is very nice. But we've run out of time, so I'm going to have to end it there. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.